Welcome to Time Travel Flashbacks. This is where the clock turns back, and the memories come rushing in. Tonight, we're time traveling through iconic vintage commercials, not to sell products, but to understand the decades that created them. Because commercials didn't just reflect culture, they trained it.
Dinner ready in just 25 minutes. Right. And talk about easy. Well, she just pops Swanson TV turkey dinners in a hot oven. You know, they're oven-ready in individual heat-and-serve trays.
Before social media, before influencers, before algorithms decided what you'd see, commercials told us how life was supposed to look. Not just what to buy, but who to be. In living rooms across America, families sat together and watched short stories play out between TV shows. Stories about happiness, success, family, and the right way to live. In the 1950s, commercials were clean, polite, optimistic. Homes were spotless. Mothers smiled, always. Fathers came home in suits. Kids listened. Every problem had a solution, and that solution came in a box, a bottle, or a shiny new appliance. Commercials promised stability after years of war and uncertainty. Buy this, and life will be safe again. Predictable. Perfect. And for many families watching, that promise mattered. By the 1960s, the world was changing, and commercials knew it. Everything was new. New formulas, new convenience, new freedom. Ads moved faster. Music crept in. Women were shown stepping outside the home, just a little. Technology entered the kitchen. Color entered the screen. Optimism filled the air. Commercials didn't just sell products anymore. They sold progress. Then came the 1970s. Commercials loosened up, and so did everyone else. Colors got warmer. Voices got friendlier. And suddenly, ads had personality. Jingles stuck in your head for days. Slogans sounded like something a neighbor might say. People laughed more, smiled naturally, looked comfortable being themselves. Kitchens felt busy. Living rooms felt lived in. Families weren't perfect, but they were together. Commercials leaned into everyday fun. Sharing snacks, road trips, Saturday afternoons. Even when times felt uncertain, ads didn't dwell on it. They offered relief instead. A little joy, a familiar tune, something simple to look forward to. The 1970s didn't sell perfection. They sold connection. And that's why so many of those commercials are still remembered today. Because they felt real, and they felt good. By the 1980s, commercials didn't whisper. They shouted. Neon colors, power music, fast cuts. Success was loud. Confidence was everything. Commercials sold dreams, big houses, fast cars, brand names that meant you'd made it. And kids? Kids were sold imagination. Toy commercials became mini-movies. Cereal mascots became celebrities. If the 1950s sold stability, the 1980s sold ambition. The 1990s changed the tone again. Commercials got smarter, shorter, a little sarcastic. They knew you were watching, and they knew you knew they were selling something. Music mattered. Attitude mattered. Being cool mattered. Ads stopped explaining products and started selling identity. This was the last decade where commercials still felt shared, before screens became personal. Today, commercials chase attention instead of telling stories. But back then, they told us what mattered, what success looked like, what family meant. Commercials were time capsules, capturing hopes, fears, and values in 30 seconds or less. And that's why we still remember them. Because the past isn't gone. It's just waiting to be remembered. This was Time Travel Flashbacks.